Oh.
It's the weekly breakdown!
Woohoo!
Yeah! Number 45! I think so.
Oh, staring down the barrel?
Oh, 45!
Yeah. Had to make that one.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's 45. I'm pretty sure it's 45.
Yeah, this is 45.
We have Frank here for the whole thing this time.
Yeah, just the last, like...
We figured it out.
Yeah.
We did. Figured it out. Figure it out!
I'm trying to figure it.
How you guys doing?
Doing it, family.
Yeah, alright. How you doing? Stop playing video games.
I'm not.
So yeah.
I get it.
The fall rush has begun.
Fog?
Fall.
Alright.
All the video
the
games are
autumnal
coming
rush.
out. Yeah. All the games are coming out. So we'll talk about some new games that we've been playing. We'll talk about all of our experiences with the Black Ops 3 multiplayer beta, Nintendo's fall lineup, some water, some horse racing, some cum shots, some music. We got
Did you
everything.
say water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, make sure the water gets
News
I like
on
how
water.
that's the one you pointed out.
Water.
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 Touch my hand.
We're sponsored by Mountain Dew. Always sponsored by Mountain
I'm not sure if they
Did you hear about that guy from Nestle or whatever that wants to control water or something? It's like this, I don't know the full story, so don't quote me on it, but this guy that's like I'm not sure if he's a CEO of Nestle or something, but he thinks that water isn't just a natural human right. He wants to like, I don't know, he wants to like control the market on water, however weird that sounds. Like how California's running out of water and stuff, he thinks like, oh, it's business or whatever.
I wish him luck with that.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna work.
Yeah, good luck. Good fucking luck.
That's
Anyways,
what I was thinking.
so one of the new games came out this week. Was Until Dawn. Keith, you've been playing it.
I'm playing a lot of that.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
Got one of them PS4 exclusives. They don't have them very often.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah. It's pretty good. I'm like, it's
Frightening?
it's atmospheric.
Terrorizing?
It's atmospheric. Like scared. Like there's those jump scares and they're only effective sometimes. But I mean, you kind of. I feel like anymore you kind of can't avoid the jump scares of in games and movies. But it's fun. It's like a breath of fresh air from like Telltale games. You know, it's a different style and like. I mean, like I said, from playing like basically those kind of games, playing both seasons of The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, and playing a little bit of Tales from the Borderlands and Game of Thrones. In some ways, they're all kind of samey, whereas this is different, which is nice.
Is the story good?
I like the story.
Is it engaging?
I think the story is engaging. It's one of those things where, again, it's different from Telltale, where the decisions are almost harder because you're playing as multiple characters, so you're not as invested in a way. So it almost makes the decisions harder because you don't care as much. But it adds replayability because it's only a 10-hour game. And I'm like halfway through it.
So what did you think of the characters? Because in a lot of the preview stuff, I found myself like really not liking the characters. Can you like intentionally try to kill people off?
Yes, you can. You can kill everybody off, or you can save everybody. I love the characters just because I look at this game for what it is, and it's a nod to what a good horror movie or a good horror game should be. So everybody's a stereotype. There's the asshole kind of jockish guy. There's the popular girl who's like doesn't have any brains, and there's one who's a bitch, and there's the nice guy, and it's like every single role is fulfilled basically.
Mixed races?
Yeah.
Alright.
There's a couple mixed races.
There's usually like stereotypes with that.
Yeah. The black guy hasn't died yet. At least not in my flip. He wasn't the first person to die. So.
How does it work? Like, what if, like, say this is the end technically that they wrote, but can everybody die before then?
I think there's actually multiple endings. I think the story diverges so much. If I'm not mistaken,
Are there multiple beginnings?
No, I think there's either, I'm not sure because there's 2 characters in the prologue. I don't know if they count. There's either 8 or 10 characters, and I know in the main story, 8 characters die. But then I hear there's 10 characters. I don't know if the 2 characters in the beginning count. But so I know there's 10.
But what about the 2 meta characters?
Oh yeah, and the game gets really fucking meta, and it's weird. Like where you're in the game, and this guy's asking you questions, and he's like, "This little game you're playing." And I'm like, this is weird. This is creeping me out right now.
What if you are the killer?
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong plot twist there at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I like it. It's again, it's if you're looking for like the best gaming experience ever, you're not gonna enjoy it. If you're going for what it's worth, it's a good game.
Are you guys planning on getting interested?
On sale. Yeah, but if it gets like one of those like flash sales or anything, I might pick it up.
But you,
Have you beat it yet?
Not yet. I'm like halfway through it. I'm like 5 hours into it. But then it has the replay value, so you can keep playing it and trying to like. I'm pretty sure, even though all the trophies are hidden, I can just about guarantee you there's a trophy for making sure everybody lives. There's a trophy for making sure everybody dies. Finding all the totems and all the collectibles, because there's the totems are like you can get like a sneak peek into how a character might die, or at a certain decision that might come up, and like one of the outcomes of it, or here's how you can sit. Here's somebody. Hey, this person can survive. That kind of pissed me off when one character did die earlier, and it was like, oh, I could have saved them, and it showed me that it was possible.
Is there anything, like, one last question, are there any, like, parts where a character dies but it's ambiguous so they could, like, come back later?
I think it's the one part, because right now, I'm like halfway through the story, and 2 people have died. I think one of them is ambiguous, even though I'm pretty sure she bit it, but it's like, you don't see it necessarily happen,
Yeah.
so.
Alright.
I've always found that a little more creepy though, like, you just, it's the suggestion, the idea. You don't actually see it, but you know something is happening.
Yeah, so. It's cool. If you're into scary shit, this game's fun.
That's a lot like my sex life.
you
You don't see it, but you know it's happening.
Is it happening?
Jesus Christ.
Unfortunately, so.
no one, the internet will not forget that day.
Nope.
That's happening.
It's happened twice.
The day every guy rushed to his phone.
I actually still haven't seen any of
Really?
those, yeah.
I've had people send. I haven't looked for them, but I've had people send them to me.
It's just kind of weird, the whole privacy thing.
No,
Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't want
it
that to
is.
happen to me, so I
No.
wouldn't look at someone else's stuff. Not to make you guys feel terrible.
Hey, I don't feel terrible. I didn't look for it, and I deleted them as soon as I got them.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Alright.
Another game was that hotly anticipated Madden NFL 16.
Slap.
I've seen reviews saying that this is probably one of the better ones, but what do you think?
It's like
You've been playing.
it's the same. I guess it's nothing like.
Yeah.
There are new features and mechanics, but it evens out, I guess, in the end.
Can you control the ball when it's in the air? Or did I read shit wrong?
No. Like, you can control different types of throws
Okay.
and different types of catches.
Yeah. That's
But-
probably what it is.
I don't know. I feel like, in my mind, that kind of makes it a little too, I don't know, not easy, but,
Like it breaks down the flow of the
Well,
game.
it could make it interesting because now it's like you have to analyze the situation. You know?
Yeah.
if you're not
Yeah.
playing against, like, another human being, it's too easy. But then I guess if you're playing against another human being, it's, you know,
It could be because you got to make like.
it
almost
evens
like
it
a
out,
rock,
so
paper,
it's not really
scissors
worth
So
it.
you think I have to make the right kind of catch or this isn't going to work, or it's like I can
I
see that
guess,
maybe.
but it still doesn't really
It doesn't
feel
matter.
like anything's different. It's still just Madden still.
Yeah.
I feel like, again, instead of working on different stuff like that, they make the game itself, like the core aspects of it, such as like what the players look like when they're running, because it still just doesn't really. I still don't really like it as much as I could like it.
So it doesn't look
It looks the same, I guess.
good.
It's I mean, it's the same,
So I
really.
think-
In every way, it just feels the same. It doesn't bring any new life to the game.
Like, I haven't played a lot of sports games this generation, but like NBA 2K, in terms of realism, looks really good.
Yeah,
Animations. And
2K15
that's probably one of the better ones that I've seen.
Like
Yeah.
FIFA,
So it'd be
I
cool
like
if Madden
FIFA because you're not sitting through like 10 minutes of shit just to get to the menu.
Does FIFA look good? You guys play FIFA. Like, in terms of realism and smoothness of the animations and cool.
I would say it's probably one of the smoother sports games I've played.
It's good, but occasionally you'll run into some like janky behavior or
Yeah.
just certain like ways you receive the ball or certain ways
sometimes player
you receive
collisions
it. Yeah.
are kind of weird, but
But yeah, I don't like this thing they did a few Maddens ago. I don't really remember because I don't play everyone. Just every other one here and there, not even every other one. But the whole like tackle thing, how like a few, I don't know when they did it, but they added this whole like system of tackling. It's just some of the tackling is not realistic, at all, and just the way like I don't know, it just kind of takes me out of it.
It always seems to me like when Madden, they make strides and, you know, this particular year might be really good, but it always seems like then they just fucking go backwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like NBA or 2K seems to always improve every year for the most part. And FIFA's another one that it seems like it gets better every year. You know, Madden seems to go forward and then backwards.
But don't get me wrong, it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's it. It's okay. I feel like the thing about like NBA 2K games is they have a winning formula, whereas Madden kind of doesn't at its core.
Madden's kind of gotten
And they
It's
try
like-
to
like
build
maybe-
things on top of that.
Maybe that they
but
did at one point, but it's like they haven't like adapted at all. They're still trying to-
Yeah,
Madden
that's
kind of feels like just old and outdated compared to other sports.
Well, if you really think about it, Madden really doesn't have any competition like other sports
Yeah.
games because they have the only NFL license to make games.
That's true. I'm sure if there was competition, they would be.
They brought back like 2K or something.
Well, NHL doesn't have any competition.
Well,
Yeah,
you see
look
how
at
that
NHL.
goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they
Shit, like
they
that.
cut features out, which was stupid. But like FIFA's got Pro Evolution Soccer competing against it.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's like all
Like
the
NBA
basketball-
has NBA Live, or
Which
something.
really doesn't compete against it.
There's a
at
couple
all.
different UFC,
Yeah.
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cool.
flops.
I've been playing Gears of War Ultimate Edition.
I played it with them.
You did. We played a little split screen co-op.
You
It was
win?
fun.
I'm gonna hope to do more with that shit.
Did you win?
No, we just played some campaign for the most part, but
Did you win?
not yet. You don't really win until the third game.
Yeah.
So this is the first game. It has a little bit of extra stuff in the campaign for the PC version of Gears of War. They completely redid the graphics for the most part. It looks really good, but it's still... It's that gray and brown shooter that you knew Gears of War for. You know, it's not the prettiest game, but it looks, more pretty. Like, for example, when you're in the tomb in the second act and you first run into the Berserker and you have to run from the Berserker, like that's a seriously intense situation in the campaign. I love when Gears of War creates those types of moments. Like, all that is fucking good, but like, Gears of War 3 made all these strides, and Gears 2 was better, and the campaign was better, the storytelling was better, it had Horde mode, all that stuff, 4-player co-op, and it's like, this kind of goes backwards a little bit, but it's still forward for the first game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, the multiplayer runs at 1080p, 60 frames per second, it makes a world fucking difference. It has 19 maps. A lot of the maps are completely redone. Some of them are, like Bullet Marsh, where the sniper rifle was, the lights flickered, so you could only grab the sniper rifle when the lights were on, and then when the lights went off, the krill would come down and kill you. Same with the torque bow. They completely got rid of the krill. Tyro Station, the one where the train runs through.
Yeah.
The train, before the train, it was a while before it went through. Now it's like all the fucking time. So you have to... It just makes it a lot faster. They added like Team Deathmatch, King of the Hill, Assassination's back. There's Warzone, Execution, 2v2, Nasher shotgun battles. That's all it is.
That's all the first Gears pretty much was.
Yeah, and I love Gears of War's multiplayer. Like, it's super satisfying. It's a fucking chess match the whole time, and when your team gets it going and you pull off a close win, it is the most satisfying thing, and, it takes a lot of time and, skill to really get good at it, and it's just fun. It's a good package, but this game isn't as good as I remembered it. But I think a lot of people completely understate how important Gears of War is to gaming. And how important 10 years ago it was to gaming. A lot of people forget that. And even like Gears of War 2.
Never forget.
Yeah, basically.
North remembers.
Yeah. And you guys, you got it.
I got it.
Since
I've mostly been playing Until Dawn, but then since like I said, that game, I'm already halfway through it.
How do we feel about Gears of War? I love Gears of War.
The new one looks cool. I've never played it, but the new one kind of looked cool with like the 2 moons. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Not just 1 moon, but you're getting 2 moons.
That demo of Gears 4 from E3 was very horror-like almost. That's what Gears of War 1 was, about.
Was trying to be, yeah.
It had those type of really just intense fucking moments, but the dialogue's really fucking awful, and it is a big bro shooter. But I absolutely love it. I loved everything about all 3 fucking Gears of War. Judgment, we don't talk about. But how do you guys feel about Gears of War?
I fucking love Gears of War. Gears 3 is still one of my most fun times ever playing. Like, it's, in my opinion, it's, even though The Last of Us puts up a nice fight for second, Gears of War is the best third-person multiplayer shooter out there.
Yes.
And Gears 3 is probably one of the best stories of last generation. Period.
I agree.
So,
I wish they would have stuck a little more with because I feel like the first Gears had more of that horror aspect that you were talking about. But as the series went on, it kind of just became more of just like an over the shoulder third person shooter. But I wish they would get back to that, more intense. I wouldn't say it was horror.
No, it
so
wasn't,
much
but it was
as
just suspense.
Just intense, suspenseful.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing the first game with a friend of mine, playing through the campaign together, and the first time you're going through and first time you see the krill, it was fucking terrifying.
I just went through that entire chapter and it was still just as intense.
Yeah.
Just as
or when you're in the runner, that mission was
Yeah.
fucking intense.
Yeah.
But the second game kind of had some of those moments. The third game kind of had some of those moments, but they didn't quite match up.
There were more big set piece action.
Yeah.
Instead of just suspenseful, intense.
But I still have a lot of fond memories of playing Gears 3 with my friends. Like, we would play Horde mode for hours.
Oh yeah.
Hours.
Like it. Also with this, you get all 4 Gears of War games backwards compatible if you just play it by the end of the year. That's cool. What do you feel about Gears of War?
I'm not the biggest Gears of War fan, but I can respect it. I played a lot. I played Gears 1 and 2, and I think that's where I dropped off, was at 2. I don't remember playing Gears 3. And the thing that really turned me off was the multiplayer, because back then Xbox Live wasn't necessarily that great. It was still better than PlayStation Network.
Yeah.
But back then, Gears of War was the game that reminded me that there were a lot of network limitations with Xbox Live, because...
That's true, because if you hosted,
Yes.
you had a advantage.
you had I remember shotgun hosting.
Oh,
Very what's the word for not fun?
Yeah.
Not that well from Gears 2. I remember if somebody happened to use a goddamn shotgun, they could hit you from across the map.
Oh, yeah.
It was awful in the first game too, but that type of stuff they fixed with this game. It's much more balanced, you could say. One thing I love about Gears of War's multiplayer also is I just find that almost every single map I've played in Gears of War is incredible. Like, I can fondly remember almost every map from Gears 1, not just because I'm playing again, but even before this came out, I was like, oh, those maps are awesome. Almost everyone from Gears 2 and 3. It's just, the map design is incredible, and I can't say that about a lot of multiplayer games anymore.
And I almost prefer Warzone, the game of Warzone, over Team Deathmatch, because Warzone, you gotta play smart. You get 1 life, and that's it. There's no respawns.
Yeah, and one thing that's cool that I always loved about Gears of War, and I wish other games would copy it. For example, you're like, I got this guy in a Call of Duty game, but you end up dying. You don't get that kill, and then your teammate gets that kill. So your teammate gets all the points for it and the credit, and you get 25 points and an assist. In Gears of War, a kill is usually about 175 points, so you'll get 160 of those points, and your teammate will get 15. he'll get the credit for the kill, but you get most of the experience, which is how it fucking should be. And I love that they do that.
Mhm.
Like they applied that to this game, which is good. So overall, I think it's a good package. But if you're not a big Gears of War fan, I don't think this.
Not
you should
must
buy this.
It's not going to change your mind.
No, it's not. The only thing that'll change your mind is possibly the new one with whatever they're doing. It's Gears of War. So,
Flops.
yeah. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had its beta on PlayStation 4. We played a bunch of it. I played a little bit of it on Xbox One last night. What do you guys think?
Because I've only played it on the PlayStation. I had a lot of fun playing.
I had fun on the PS4 version. It ran buttery smooth on PS4.
It matches a little bit more
Most
because
part, yeah.
because I like I like moving fast when I play Call of Duty. That's just how I've always been, and it's just now I can move as fast as I kind of want to, and it helps me out a little bit. Whereas like playing the last couple Call of Duties, like I said, I move fast. Sometimes I don't move fast enough because again I like fast. So, yeah.
Okay,
But this is
Sam.
cool.
I mean, like, Call of Duty's never been my shooter of choice. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy playing it, but it's not like I'm much more of a Rainbow Six, more of a tactical shooter kind of guy. So, yeah, but it's still fun.
I wrecked. It was good.
Watching this guy play, it's like, holy shit.
REKT.
He's just fucking destroyed.
Yeah, it's not like I've played all that much Call of Duty. I put down Advanced Warfare I want to say in April. I just put it down and I didn't play it since then. And then picking up this Black Ops 3 stuff, I was like, ooh wee.
Yeah, I like the wall. Like, I love the Titanfall-esque movement, though. I will say that.
The whole jumping around just feels so much more natural than Advanced Warfare.
And one thing that
It's just you double tap X or A or whatever, and you're jumping. Then you just hold it in.
One thing about Advanced Warfare that they pointed out was that one of the things that was kind of fucky about that game was that the way that the exosuit worked, it actually didn't. It's not physically possible. Like it doesn't. Physics aren't right. Like it's not actual flight physics. It was kind of stupid how that worked. So now it's a little more realistic with Black Ops 3.
The thing with me is, not every Call of Duty anymore is incredible to me. And Black Ops 2 was the last one I really, 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 really liked. Right away, Black Ops 3 felt good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I played like 2 or 3 matches, I'm just like, I want this. I don't know why. I just really want to play this game and have it. The specialists are cool, and I've only played with 2 of them, whatever we chose first, and then the chick with the bow, and the bow's just all I fucking want. The bow is awesome. It's just like, when you go on a tear with the bow, it's just like, yeah! It's great. I find the perk, I'm not a perk guy in Call of Duty. I could give 2 fucking shits less about them. The perks are actually kind of useful in this game, which is good. Because Call of Duty started off super simple, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and it got too fucking complicated, and I feel like this game reels it back slightly. And the Pick 10 system's cool. I just like
was one of the best changes to Call of Duty.
I find the maps to be cool, the movement's fun, I like it.
I forget it. Are your kill streaks tied to your custom classes or no?
I don't remember. But they have score streaks. Which is
That's what I meant. Like, I hope they're tied to their custom class. That's one of the very good few things that kind of came out of Ghosts and things like that. That's that's a good idea to have your kill streaks tied to your class. 'Cause I don't play the same with a shotgun as I do with a sniper rifle, so I'm not expecting to get the same kind of kill streaks. I might go with a higher kill streak setup with a shotgun, whereas sniper, I'll probably maybe get 5 if I'm lucky, and so then that'll be my max hit. So it's
I'll get it. So
I already got it pre-ordered.
yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Blops?
What do you think of Blops?
Interested
at all.
No, I don't really like Call of Duty anymore.
Thank you.
Roger that.
That Pretendo.
But yeah, and that debate's going on Xbox right now. Last night I played one match on that map, Hunted, I believe, where you can swim underwater. I swam underwater and I shot a bitch in the face. You didn't see me? I was just like, oh, in your fucking. It was good. I like that game. It's a fun game. Nintendo! You guys like Nintendo?
I like Nintendo.
I love Nintendo.
I like Pretendo.
Depends.
Well, they aren't pretending this fall.
Oh?
They're a pretty solid lineup.
So they finally announced the fucking lineup?
Yeah, so they announced the lineup. This is all stuff that Nintendo is publishing.
They are pretending.
On Wii U, Super Mario Maker, September 11th.
Oh, wow.
New Super Mario Brothers U/New Super Luigi U Combo, October 16th. Yoshi's Woolly World, October 18th. Fatal Frame, Maiden of the Black Water, October 22nd.
Fatal Frame, that's a
Star Fox Zero, November 20th. Xenoblade Chronicles X, December 4th. And Devil's Third, December 11th. Also, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival and Mario Tennis Ultra Smash are still supposed to come out this fall as well. What do you guys think of this lineup?
That's an okay.
Yeah. I mean, the new Super Mario Bros. It's been out. Why are they still trying to throw this fucking game out there?
It's just a combo.
Combo. I mean, the only thing is that I feel like, I guess Yoshi's Woolly World is semi-big, but like they're getting like their big games coming out in September, and it's just kind of like, I feel like that's more of like maybe like, I guess maybe it makes sense because then they're not competing with, the likes of like Halo and Fallout. Like I feel like I don't know that it would feel a little bit better like in the middle more, like putting that like October. It'd be like a good release date for that.
Still missing a lot of their big name shit though.
I think people are underestimating how big Super Mario Maker actually can be.
Well, I think that'll be big.
Like,
But I
that's
think
gonna
that'll be
be-
their biggest title.
That's
this fall.
huge.
The
That's
more stuff comes out about that game, the more people get excited about it. Like, I'm fucking stoked, and you're stoked
Oh. Ooh, I'm gonna build a game. I'm gonna build a game within a game, and
It looks
I'm gonna make
fucking
you guys
cool.
fucking play it.
too. Yeah, like. But, I mean, the thing is, though, is that Wii U needs video games, like, now. So putting a big game out there, like, first, would be like, cool. What do you think of the Wii U's lineup?
I don't really think they have big games anymore, to be honest. I really don't. I mean, occasionally, like, this Mario game is coming out, maybe Zelda.
Zelda's not even coming out. We don't even know when the fuck
I
it's
mean,
coming out.
I'm just saying, as a title, as a name, I don't really think they have big names anymore. Their big names aren't big anymore because they've been used a lot, to me at least. So I feel like they don't have big names anymore, which, I would just be repeating things I've said before, but goes with this, like, consistent averageness of their lineup. Well, a game that should be a big name just doesn't seem to be as big of a name because, I don't know, I just feel like they're big names, they just kind of, I don't know, they're just spread out a lot.
I really feel like they should try to push other things more. Because
Yeah.
I feel like Xenoblade could be a big thing.
Could.
That could be really big.
And from what I've seen from that game, it looks like it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what else.
Star Fox could be
Star-
huge for them. Could be huge if they would push it.
Yeah.
That's a niche game. That's a very
I
much
don't
niche
think
game.
Star Fox is that big. It's not a Zelda or Mario or.
But it's one of their big name franchises that we haven't seen for years.
True.
And it's not fatigued like Mario, like
And it
Zelda,
could be.
like
Like Nintendo usually puts out a pretty big game the Friday before Black Friday. Last year it was Smash. The year before it was Super Mario 3D World and A Link Between Worlds. Last year too it was Pokemon. This year it's Star Fox. So, I mean, it could be big, but yeah, I agree with Frank. Like, the lineup isn't the greatest in the world.
It's better than Sony's.
That's true. At least there's actual first-party fucking games. Like, I think Xbox and Microsoft has the best first-party lineup this fall.
I think they have the best lineup, period, this fall.
Yeah.
I mean, with third party and first party. So
Right,
everything's
yeah.
working out, everything's
But,
working out better.
Yeah, it is better than Sony's, but I mean, it's solid, and at least you're getting a decent amount of hopefully quality Wii U games within a small period of time. But then you run into the problem of what the fuck is next year?
Right now, so far, next year is just what? It's just
Pokken tournament.
Yeah.
Mario and Sonic go to the fuck off Olympics.
Rio.
You know?
chicken.
3DS though.
Go to compete in the fuck off.
Yeah.
They have Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer September 25th. Chibi Robo Ziplash October 9th. Zelda Triforce Heroes October 23rd. Yokai Watch November 6th. And Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon November 20th. What do you guys think of these games?
I'll play Triforce Heroes, but that's really the only one I have a whole lot of interest in.
I'd say it's a little bit better just because there's still kind of... I feel like maybe there hasn't been as big of a push for the 3DS in a good while. I don't think since like...
Not since Smash for 3DS.
I'd even say before that because even then,
Mario
right
Kart.
around then, Smash was like the only thing coming out. I'd say like 2013 was the last like big push for like the 3DS. Because last year was honestly, even though it doesn't seem like it, was a big Wii U push.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just feel like it's nice that there's a lot of games coming out. But like, yeah, I kind of agree. The only one that I'll probably play is Zelda. So, what about you?
It's
You up on that Pokemon and Animal Crossing?
It's a great time for non-main series games. Like, Pokemon isn't the main series. Animal Crossing, that's not really like a main series Animal Crossing, it's like an aspect of Animal Crossing. And when comparing like Zelda to at least what people are expecting of like, you know,
that's true.
The Zelda game that's coming out whenever, it's a great time for like these
spin-off.
Yeah,
games.
those types of games.
Yeah.
So yeah, Animal Crossing is pretty cool, and
Are you gonna be
I think
picking up
Pokemon might be I'm hoping it's going to be a big deal, but better than Gates to
What are they doing differently with Super Mystery Dungeon? Do you know? I'm just curious. I haven't really heard much about that game.
Besides the new Pokemon, I think they're making it bigger and it's slightly different enough because they have a good formula.
So
it's just they need like a different story.
So for those of us who really don't know what a Pokemon dungeon game is, can you just give a quick synopsis of what they are?
Well, every Pokemon game so far is you're not a Pokemon, but you wake up as a Pokemon, and you're like, whoa, how did I become a Pokemon? And then you meet another one that's your partner, and you go around and explore dungeons and stuff. Like, you go in, and it's basically you walk around these different levels, and you find stairs, and you go down, and you pick up different items, and you fight other Pokemon, usually to go along with some story or just on your own. And, yeah, they're really fun. It's a great formula. It's just, Gates to Infinity, there was, like, almost nothing there. It felt like the story was, And then I don't know, like the hometown area and different aspects, like in Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team, you could be any Pokemon that you wanted, not just in the dungeon, but you could just walk around generally as any Pokemon that you wanted. But in Gates to Infinity, you had to walk around like the main town and your base area of just the Pokemon you picked from the beginning. And I like Haxorus, but sometimes I wanted to walk around as like a different Pokemon.
The first two were the only ones that I could play, and I remember being changed into a different Pokemon practice.
Yeah. So I just hope they bring back some of those old functions or like, you know, parts of the games and just, I don't know. Because in this game so far what I've seen is you're not a Pokemon, but then you wake up as a Pokemon. And instead of like in Explorers of Time and Darkness, where a Pokemon is stealing these magical gears or something that stops time, something's happening where legendary Pokemon are being turned to stone. So it's not that different, but I hope like the level design and different, you know, specific things they make pretty cool with that. That was a long explanation, but that's what I want.
Can I ask for a quick synopsis?
Yeah, that was not good.
I learned exactly.
We're all informed now.
Yes, we are, and so are you.
The only one I'll probably play is Triforce Heroes. I'm not too big on Animal Crossing or.
What are you, a pussy? You want to design a house?
It just
Come on,
I
guys.
buy
It's
a
all
fucking
design
house. I want
houses.
I buy a fucking house if I want
It's
to.
a free
I
house. You buy the
maybe.
game, then you design a free house. Well, it's not free. You have to pay for it.
I'm interested though if Yokai Watch is going to catch on at all over here because it's really big in Japan. It's like fucking huge in Japan.
I don't see that coming off.
There's like a small
Monster
audience.
Hunter.
In Pokemon.
There's like a small audience for it, I think.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm not gonna say it won't do good, but it's not gonna blow up like those games. It's not gonna blow up. It's not gonna be the next Pokemon. It's not gonna be Monster Hunter. It's not gonna blow up like any other, Japanese game that just magically gets bigger over here. I don't see it. I mean, it's too similar, in a way to how Pokemon is. Just for
Plus, people are really like complacent with the games that they play. Sometimes they really get settled into what they kind of like, and I guess they would like to try the things like that. Like I would kind of like to, but at the same time, Pokemon works for me. It fills every need that I have. So
Yeah.
sometimes I don't. I mean, I wish I would, but sometimes I don't venture out too much into other things.
So are all these first-party games?
It's Nintendo, so it's all first party.
No. No, because the
Third party.
one game that I am anticipating the most on the 3DS is Bravely Second.
Yeah, that comes out next year though.
Which is, it's totally, I feel like they're really dropping the ball on that because all that has to be done is localization. It's been out in Japan for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I
been
feel
out
like
for a
they've
while.
really dropped the ball, and that game should have been out this year.
It could have
but-
been a cool like third-party game
Yeah.
to have this fall.
Didn't you say they were making another Fantasy Life game? It was
Yes.
coming out
Yeah.
next year.
I read that it was only on mobile.
Oh wow.
However, we can research that though.
Ah, whatever.
But
So it's not a game.
No, the Wii U is getting, in terms of third party, like Guitar Hero's coming out for it, Disney Infinity, Skylanders, Lego, those games.
The Lego Dimensions.
But 3DS though, 3DS does have some third party support. So that's cool. And the 3DS too, in like the spring, is getting some more first party games with like Fire Emblem and Mario in the Luigi Paper Jam or whatever it is.
Mario and Luigi 69.
Actually, I forgot about Paper Jam. I gotta get that. I want to play the
Cool!
one that came out.
Imagine that.
Mario and Luigi in a 69.
Yeah.
Not the same
That's
place.
the game. Like you spin down a wheel like cartwheeling.
Who's on top?
Well,
Well,
I
it
mean,
changes
they're
because
like
they're in a
Mario's
world.
standing up, and then Luigi's like
Yeah, I was gonna say
upside down because they're not on the ground.
because Mario ain't taking Luigi's shit. Like he's like, fuck you. The games are named after me.
Yeah.
I get the poon.
He gets Peach.
He gets her peach.
Alright.
Alright.
Fuck!
Dumb joke. Dumb.
Water.
Order.
It's a big deal.
Water.
Over 70% of the planet.
Just made out of it.
And yet, in the movie Signs, they decided that aliens
Oh yeah,
who are allergic to water would want to inhabit us.
yeah. Because they can't just
Did
see
not-
it. They
never
can't
seen
just
that
see it
movie.
from space.
What the fuck is
Oh my
that
God.
blue stuff?
Yeah.
They
What?
couldn't do a freaking chemical analysis, which we can do today.
Must have been very desperate. I don't know. I'm not going to defend Mel Gibson.
There is a whole bunch. Let's talk about them Amiibos.
Oh, here we go.
Shovel Knight's getting an Amiibo.
That's a little surprising. At least to me. That's just a little surprising.
Yeah, it is surprising.
What's going to be its function?
It will, in the Wii U version of Shovel Knight, it will unlock a 2-player co-op mode, so we can play through the whole game together. And I forget what it does on the 3DS.
It'd be cool.
So
if, like,
basically, you need to buy co-op mode.
Yes. And the thing, too, that sucks is they said that this will be available in limited quantities, like usual. So if you don't get this fucking Amiibo, you can't play co-op.
It'd
Shovel
be,
Knight co-op would be fucking awesome.
it'd be interesting now because I feel like now, because I know Shovel Knight's one of the very, very requested people for Smash. They throw Shovel Knight into Smash then. Boom.
The worrying thing, though, is if you see the released images, the artwork on the actual Amiibo box isn't like a Smash
Amiibo.
Amiibo.
But I mean, technically, well, I guess.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to have
Say
thoughts.
your words.
See my words. I mean, I guess it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, you got Game & Watch, who's like
Say words.
weird. So I mean, it can still work.
No, I'm just saying that it's probably not their plan.
But it can still work.
Yeah, and I've heard maybe because they're putting add-ons like the Plague Knight add-on for Shovel Knight. It might do something in there, maybe. I don't know.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could be its own game. Plague.
I want
I want one.
I do.
I'll
too.
just-
I do.
I'm gonna fucking.
Fucking, I don't care.
If
I'll
it was
figure
like Assassin's Creed during the Black Plague or something, that would be cool. But you're a knight, so it's like Knight's Creed. But I don't know. Plague Knight. That would be cool if you were a knight and you would go around. This sounds like an old school like Doom game or something where you're just a knight and you go around and you just kill like plague victims and blood splatters everywhere. And it's like black
more
bloods
people
all
get
over
more
the place.
infected. More people.
And they're like zombies or something. You have to work your way through the streets. That would be cool. I could. It's copyrighted.
Bloodborne.
I deserve. I trademark that.
I'm gonna make it a game. You're not gonna get any royalties. Fuck off.
the Mii Fighter amiibo is coming out November 1st.
You know what this is going to lead to?
Sex.
The end game of this whole amiibo thing here is that you'll be able to buy an amiibo of your Mii.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
You probably have to order it. Like,
Yeah.
Specially order.
You could
like
do it like
50 bucks.
manually if you're artsy enough. There's some people out there that make take I don't know, already made amiibos and like paint them different colors and stuff and modify them.
Mewtwo's getting an amiibo November 13th.
Oh boy.
That is one that I want.
Is it limited?
I do not know, and I don't know if it's retailer exclusive or not. Which, knowing Nintendo, would probably fucking would be.
I-
If it's a popular one, oh yeah, fucking will be.
Norway only.
And Falco comes out November 20th. And the newest big wave comes out September 11th.
And that's got all the retro guys.
Shane Falco?
That's 25th
From the replacements?
September.
Yeah.
September 11th has
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf, Dr. Mario, Zero Suit Samus, Almar,
Keanu Reeves.
Super Mario Maker 30th Anniversary Amiibo.
That's
What
gonna
else?
be hard to
Will
get.
Ferrell.
That's pretty much it.
Will Ferrell.
I thought-
Oh, and also there is a Mega Yarn Yoshi Amiibo November 15th. So it's basically the Yarn Yoshi, but big.
Yeah.
Very big.
Is it
Kinda
like an
silly.
amiibo? Or is it just like a... Oh.
Yeah. There's no standardization for that. Fuck collectors who want to stack things nicely on their shelves.
Can you imagine having all these Amiibos at the end of the year? It's just like, where the fuck do you put them, man?
You're running out of space.
Look at all that money
know.
that you spent.
You have to put them back up there again.
Yeah, they were getting dirty up there.
I think you could have bought, with all the money you spent on amiibos, you could have bought 2 copies of Madden 16.
I'd rather have amiibos, honestly.
I mean,
I like Amiibos.
I only have a couple Amiibos, but they're the ones that are worth it to me.
I'll ask you.
Never mind.
There's a Borderlands movie that got announced today. Woo! No release date,
Big box
no
announcement,
whatever
yeah.
it's saying. Who the fuck knows what this could be about? It could be cool.
Could be about Borderlands.
Yeah, it is. But
That sounds
it'll
like it
be
could be
interesting.
about.
What
Could be pre-Borderlands, could be post-Borderlands 2, we don't know.
Could be in the Borderlands.
Outside of the Borderlands. Next to the Borderlands. Cross from the Borderlands. It's like Dr. Seuss now.
I just hope it has Handsome Jack in it and it gets someone cool to play.
Who do you think
Handsome
would
Jack on film could be fucking
Who do you think would be a cool handsome Jack?
Ray Romano.
Yeah.
Arnold. Arnold.
I don't know.
Who do you
Sylvester
think gets the voice
Stallone.
Handsome Jack?
Ben Stiller? He
Uh,
doesn't
actually,
voice him.
what about that Jared guy?
Jared Leto?
Yeah.
I can see Jared Leto.
Yeah, I can see Jared Leto doing Handsome Jack,
Jared
actually.
from Subway.
Will Smith.
That guy's in some shit. Jared from Subway.
Jared Fogle
Yes.
is his name.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think Subway
No,
claims
It's
that anymore.
Jared
Yeah.
from Subway.
Jared formerly
Yo.
affiliated with Subway.
That guy's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
I think we're missing something. Wait, are we at the end of the game? No, we're
No.
not at the game.
Xbox Live.
Xbox games with gold! Tomb Raider and the Dear God for Xbox One. Battle Stations Pacific and Crisis 3 on 360, I swear.
They've had Crisis 3 on them before.
I thought
Crisis
they did.
3 is a good game, though. It's a good first-person shooter.
I like the multiplayer. I don't know. I couldn't get into the game.
Really? You could... The camp, I like.
Then again, I was hopping in Crisis 3, so I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, And so I played
It's
a lot.
crazy.
I played a lot of the multiplayer. Like I said, the multiplayer was fucking fun. But
Never played it.
It's like a real
Have it on
price-
PS3 when they get it out.
Basically, aliens and mixing DNA with humans.
That's what, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
PlayStation.
Play
Plus.
Station Plus.
PS4 Grow Home won their fucking competition.
God damn. Grow home?
Grow Home.
I thought
It is
was
like a-
go home.
No, it's Grow Home.
It's an indie.
It's
Is that a
a.
different game?
They were all indies. This just happened to be the worst indie, but the only one anyone's ever heard of, so people voted for it.
Yeah.
Wait, or is it a different game?
Then what?
Go home?
Gone Home.
Gone home. That's
Gone
what I
Home's
was
the other one you're
thinking.
thinking.
Yeah.
Grow Home's like
I'm going
a
home.
platform.
You going home?
Sorry guys, I'm going home.
Oh,
Yeah.
the door's right over there.
You take
Oh! Super Time Force Ultra, which I'm excited to play.
I'll play it.
No time to explain.
Tesla Grad and Xeno Drifter. Bleh. Super Time Force Ultra, you get to play as Shuhei Yoshida. So that's cool. And throw tweets at people. So
Oh my God.
I want that.
I'd be down if they put No Time to Explain on there's no time to explain the game. You just fucking it's like a platformer except it's fucking weird.
And on PS3, you get Tesla Grad and Twisted Metal.
Just
The
twist.
PS3.
Just
Oh.
the only Twisted Metal they've put out. for
Okay.
that gen.
Yeah. It's an okay lineup, not as good as last month.
Yeah.
I'll be playing Super Time Force. That's cool.
You're missing one thing. Today, ArenaNet announced that Guild Wars Heart of Thorns will be announced, I want to say October 23rd. So it's either the 23rd or the 27th.
Yeah,
I want to
easy.
say it's the 23rd.
They're
That's when it comes out.
Yes. Heart of Thorns.
okay. For a second, I thought you said they're announcing when they're going to announce their game.
No.
that's what I thought the first time.
Now, the expansion to the critically acclaimed, massively multiplayer RPG, Guild Wars 2, is coming out October 23rd.
Luke has to go to work. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, Luke.
See
I'm
ya.
going to take your seat because it's more comfortable.
Touch my analog stick because my PS4 is
Ooh, so that's kinky.
Yeah, touch my analog stick, baby.
I'm closer to you.
So yeah, that's cool. You're Gears Wars. Guild Wars guy.
Oh yeah, I stream Guild Wars sometimes. A lot of the times after work because I'm super not okay with my job.
Where do people find the streams?
You can find me streaming on Twitch TV/The Arctic Sloth. Remember how to spell Arctic. It's in the dictionary.
Don't forget the extra C in there.
I always forget the extra C.
I always give him the extra C.
I'm blind.
What? Are we done talking about video games?
Yes.
We
Alright,
are.
just two quick things that I saw about Firewatch that I told you.
Quickies. Yes.
That Firewatch, they're going to announce the release date soon. Have you heard anything about that game? It's going to be kind of cool, and it's going to cost less than like a retail release. So it's probably going to be
I'd say
It's probably like $20.
Oh,
I
20?
don't know, something less. But
Seems
then,
like a $20 game.
Yeah, okay, I see.
No Man's Sky, Sean Murray hinted at VR.
Oh my god. Jesus. Fuck. that
Okay,
would be
okay.
incredible.
I've always been very skeptical of this game, but now, Jesus Christ.
That would be sick, man.
And plus, I heard that game's going to cost more than a retail release.
I
At
can
least
ca-
from what I've seen.
I mean,
I'm
and
okay.
it's still going to be digital only.
I'm okay with that.
See, I've heard rumors that they're putting a disc out.
At least this
I'm
one
buying
is
it digital.
going to cost more than
Yeah.
retail.
I mean, I don't give a fuck whether it's digital or retail.
Yeah.
I'm playing that game. Also, one last thing that I remembered. For you, Frank, and me,
Yes.
Forza 6 is getting a playable demo September 1st
It is.
on Tuesday
It's just-
with a bunch of cars and
Just
tracks.
September 1st?
It's September 1st.
Forza. What about fives then?
Oh!
So they should have named Forza 5. Five's a
Five.
Five.
Yeah.
Five is sport.
That's the rule. If you're going to go 4, you may as well go 5.
So this should be 6.
Six. Eight. Five's is sport 3, and then 6 is sport 2.
Couple music things. Abigail Williams is putting out The Accuser in October. They're black owned. They're alright. Their last album was cool. It's their first album in a while. And Baroness is putting their first album out in 3 years called Purple, December 18th. They always name their album after a color.
I was
So
gonna
they-
say, I see
so
that
they went
poster
through-
over there, yellow and green.
Yeah, Yellow and Green was their last one. That was a double album. They went through. They had the red album and the blue album.
So now they're on purple. So soon they have to do orange, and then they have to do like indigo.
They put out a song called Chlorine and Wine today, which was very good. Listen to it. Archaic, Bermuda, and In Full Darkness are touring. That's a heavy tour. And All That Remains, We Came as Romans, and Immure are touring.
Oh God! Ow!
Oh.
Ow! Ow!
God,
Actually, no, sorry. Ow!
That's a bad combination of bands.
It's like
real
look,
bad.
3 different kinds of worthless are on the tour.
Oh God.
That's
You guys want to go?
3 shades of worthless.
Do we want to go?
No, we don't want to go.
Should we?
Don't.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'm trying to come up with a We Came as Romans joke, but it's not working out.
Yeah. Alright. Let's wrap this shit up. Releases Holy Video Games. Grenadia 2 PC. It's out. All these games you can play right now. You can spend your dollars any which way you desire.
I pull out my money, but I don't feel like throwing my money at you guys. I know I won't get it back if I do that.
You'll be throwing your money at me when I get on this table later. Drop my pants. Start fucking.
Dude, I got my 41s with me, so it's okay. I got this.
Amnesia Memories on the Vita. Don't know that game.
Wait, is
don't know if
That's
it's
kind
that
of
hard.
counterintuitive.
Is it?
Yeah,
It's amnesia,
no,
but the
wait,
game
wait,
is
like,
memories.
how's it stylized on there? Is it Amnesia colon memories? Or like,
Yeah, like I don't know if it's that
I
hard.
think it is.
Colon
I think it
memories?
is.
Colon memories.
Colon.
I don't want to remember anything about my colon.
I think that's probably might be an offshoot of Amnesia. It sounds like it. So.
I don't know. Ascendant on PS4.
Ascendancy.
Calvino Noir on PS4. Capsule Force on PS4 and PC. I don't know any of these games. There you go. Dishonored Definitive Edition on Xbox One and PS4. I want to play that. I will eventually. Gears of War Ultimate Edition on Xbox One. We talked about that. Game of the Year contender. I Am Bread is on PlayStation 4. Madden NFL 16's out on new and old consoles. Frank, you're excited for this one. Mega Man Legacy Collection on Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
Yes, I am very interested in playing some more.
When you get back to that Bama.
When I get back to Bama, I'm gonna pick up a copy of the Mega Man collection and go register to buy it and take it home.
You're not gonna buy it. You're just gonna register to buy it, and then you're gonna walk out of the store with it without paying for it.
And then I'm gonna put it on my PS4 and install it and then play it.
Registered to buy it.
Play that game.
Yo,
Oh, Nova 111's on PS4 and PC. I've heard of that game.
over.
I don't know what it's about, but I've heard of the name. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 on PS4,
Yeah, I
PS3,
heard
Vita,
about that.
PC. Isn't that based off of oh my god.
No.
Isn't that based off of an anime?
Animu?
One of those
Yeah,
animes?
yeah.
In
One Piece.
Anaheim.
Yeah.
In Anaheim.
This sounds like an interesting game. It's called Party Hard, and it's on the PC.
Andrew WK.
Fuck.
That's an old jam.
Let's get a party going.
Party Hard's supposed to be good. I've heard good things about it.
Do you party hard?
I party hard
We
all
do
the
what
time.
we like, and we
We're gonna
like
party
what
hard.
we do.
Hopefully not too hard. I have to drive 14 hours tomorrow.
Party Placid.
Shut Shimmy on PS4 and Vita.
Shimmy.
Shut Shimmy.
Shut shimmy.
Steins Gate on PS3 and Vita.
Stein?
Steins Gate.
Like STEIN?
Stein.
Until Dawn on PS4. Talk about that. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta is going on Xbox One PC. Octodad's on Xbox One now. Warhammer 40,000 Regicide on PS4. PC. Sorry.
Octomom was in a porn. I just read that the other day. I didn't know that. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Remember Octomom?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell's up with her? Like, are any of her kids dead yet? So I looked her up on Wikipedia, and apparently she like did a porn video.
It's interesting.
I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on with her, and I looked that up, and I didn't know. But
Internet, we need you.
she's still alive.
Yeah.
Internet, we need you. You need to find this video. We need
Weekly porn news.
Just evidence that there's porn of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It really is.
There really is. I read some random story earlier. You guys probably don't watch this because it's like the only thing that's on in my house. Those the Duggars.
porn?
Well, I know about it. It involves it. The Duggars with like 19 kids in counting.
Oh,
whatever.
fuck them. Those people are horrible people. Why would you have 19 kids? I don't care. That's like just wasting food that you could spread around the world. It's wasting money and just fuck those.
But then apparently
people.
the son that's like had a bunch of problems. Apparently he had sex with a porn star and she was scared. Like she's like, and the quote was, and it was really funny because I read the article because I saw this and I was intrigued. She said, you know, I've had rough sex before, but I was terrified. I'm like,
Yeah, I'd be scared of one of those people too. 19 kids, that's just insane.
We digress.
Hardcore.
Lara Croft Go is on the iOS and Androids.
Does that cost money?
Yes.
That's not even a game.
I've heard it's a decent mobile game. Layer of Fear on PC. Runbow on Wii U, which Runbow sounds interesting. It takes a bunch of indie games on Wii U and the iconic characters and kind of puts them all together. It's interesting. Azure Striker Gunvolt on PC. I've heard of that game. And Whispering Willows on Xbox One and iOS. It's a strange combo.
From under the whispering.
From under the pillow. That guy is dead. That's up, kid. Musical things.
Oh boy.
I like musical. Says here, because I get all this stuff
What does it say there?
on the metalinjections.com. This edition includes some facts being fucked, the working of some soil, the head being motored, and more. So Ahab, the Boats of Glen Carrig is out. They're doom metal. They are very good.
Glen Carrig. Is that a real pirate or something?
Might be. That's what they sing about is that shit. So they're good. Fuck the Facts with Desire Will Rot. Grindcore Sludge. Alright. Cobra and the Lotus, Words of the Prophets EP. They're heavy metal and their singer's hot as fuck. Just saying.
Guessing it's a female?
Yeah.
Or is it a guy?
It could be a guy who's on.
it doesn't matter if it was a guy.
It's
I would say
legal.
so.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it was like Hugh Jackman. you'd
Oh, yeah.
say that.
Oh yeah.
So you never know.
Love me some Hugh Jackman.
You remember As I Lay Dying?
I do.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Does anybody?
What?
That's okay.
As I Lay Dying. They were a band.
Is he still in
Now
jail?
they're dead.
Yes, I believe he is.
They're through the act of laying and dying, and now they're just dead.
Yeah, as he lay dying in jail. That joke's been made too much. Motorhead with Bad Magic is their new album. That band has been around for 40 years now.
And it's been just
Woo!
basically the whole time.
Pretty much. That's pretty crazy, man. I mean, I'm not a Motorhead fan. They bore the shit out.
How does he? I still wonder how he bangs chicks.
I don't know. They always have to cancel tours and shows because he has health problems. Yet he still fucks and drinks all the time. It's maybe you shouldn't fucking drink as much.
Maybe he's probably sitting there thinking, maybe you should mind your own fucking business, mate.
Yeah, probably. Nile with What Should Not Be Unearthed. This shit is devastating as fuck, and it just eats you alive. And their last album was pussy shit. This is good. Just listen to the song Call to Destruction because it's amazing. Soilwork with The Ride Majestic, another very great album. I will be reviewing the last two there. Audiotopsy with Natural Causes. This is always the fun part. Bridge to Grace with Origins. They're rock, and their label is Run.
Good.
Carousel with 2113. 2112, 2115, yeah.
So I think they're better than Rush.
They're Stoner on TP Records.
Oh my god.
Deep Black with Nails. They're
Is it
gothic.
black? Okay, black metal, I thought maybe.
Embassy of Silence with verisimilitude. Progressive gothic metal.
Now they're just making words up.
Grim Vision with War Agony. Hardcore. Cowman with Coarse Hex. At first I thought that was saying coarse sex. Like, what? Doom. There's this band here called King Dude with Songs of Flesh and Blood on Van Records. And they are labeled as Luciferian. Like Luciferous, but Luciferin. I can't pronounce that. I'm stupid. Never to Arise put out a new album called Gore Whores on the Killing Floor. They're death metal. Jesus.
Fucking Christ, bro.
This band's cool. Literally. Red's cool. Like red. Red's cool.
Like Red Foreman? Like Red Foreman is cool?
Maybe. With their album Press Hard. They are hard rock.
Red Foreman, that 70s show.
Oh.
Maybe.
I never really watched that much. Sounds
Well,
like
maybe
Red
you should
Force
just
games.
stop
Force
playing video games that you know.
Hey, stop playing witchy games.
Yeah.
The Spirit Cabinet with Hysteroleptica Possessed on Van Records.
Black? Like possessed metal or something?
Heavy metal.
Oh, okay. Usually when it's like Latin or something. It's
Yeah. Theologian
Ritual.
with a means by which to break the surface, ...
Name's too long.
They are electronic/drone metal.
Drone metal.
That's it. That's all I'm going to
Obama
say.
might like them.
So, it's been alright week.
Stuff. Drones.
Do you want to talk about this?
Manscaping?
Do we have time for that?
We always got time to talk about how we cut our pubes.
Alright, so let me tell you about how I cut
Alright, here we go. Let's get
So I'm very careful when I'm trimming down here, down the man area. Usually I take this electric trimmer that I got. Usually cut with the grain, of course, just around the base, around like the groin area.
To get it started?
To get started, yeah.
And then you go back up.
Then I go back up against the grain, but only with the electric trimmer outside. I only use a razor like on those stray hairs that get on your shaft.
I don't do that. I avoid razors in my nutsack.
Me too.
No,
I don't know about that.
I go straight razor the whole time.
No,
like you get crossed
see,
in
I
a
can't
barber
do
chair.
it.
and
This is how I
someone's
justify it, though. I use a Gillette Fusion razor, which has never cut me anywhere.
Which is like, wait, do you get like the vibrating head thing or whatever?
I don't have the vibrating thing, but I have this really nice razor that I use to get all the stray hairs on my shaft, and occasionally, if my ball hairs are getting a little bit much, if my ball hairs are a little bit too much to bear, I'll actually shave my balls with that, and I've never cut my balls. The thing is, if you try to use that electric razor, that thing's going back and forth like this.
It kind of pinches.
It would know, but yeah.
Yeah, and your hair, your skin on your balls, on your fucking sack, it's just not tight enough to not get caught in there. So you kind of have to use a razor or just let it go, and sometimes
You can't do
really can't let it go.
It's like a neck beard. If you don't shave it, your balls get bushy. It's like Andrew Luck or something.
Yeah. So does any of you guys mind sharing about how you guys manage your?
I go all razor.
All razor.
I go all razor.
I don't like feeling that bare though, because there's that period of time where it's just coming through.
It's itchy.
And it's,
That's the only thing. Is that
it's itchy. It gets sharp.
It gets itchy and it's fucking sharp. You can feel it through like your boxers, and it's like
Yeah.
like the hair's poking through your boxers. Like fuck. The only other thing that's like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna hop in this conversation. Fuck it, we've already gone this far. I always try to make sure to get the under sack, because down there it gets
You
neglected
don't
a
have
lot.
to use motions.
Oh,
Yeah, I use that same trimmer for my grundle.
Yep. So that's about the only other thing I have to add to
The
that.
taint for anyone else who calls it that.
It's It's the part that connects your nuts to your butthole.
Yeah.
That part gets hairy.
It does. Very
Yeah,
much.
you gotta fucking worry about that. People forget about that shit.
You gotta worry about getting dingleberries in your pubes.
Yeah,
Well, not if you wipe.
True, but you never know. Maybe you had like some
Just don't pinch.
massive fucking diarrhea that it's just shit's flying everywhere.
Well-
This is getting really.
Alright, well.
Well, usually then I'm very thorough, and most of the time, however, I have very clean poops.
That's good to
Like,
know.
I just have to wipe once, and I'm good.
I never trust wiping.
I always wipe twice. I always wipe at least
Yeah,
twice,
yeah.
but usually once is enough.
Yeah.
This is a great conversation. Great way to end the breakdown.
I'm just saying, snipping your sack kind of sucks.
You wouldn't think. The thing is, with the razor, you don't snip your snack. You don't.
You snip your
You don't
sack.
snip. You don't snip the sack with the razor if you're careful.
See, I'm just scared to put a razor on my nutsack. I feel like that'd be weird. You know, anywhere else
You
is
just come
fine.
out of the bathroom bloodied nuts.
Like that's what I'm scared. What do you have to do? Like grab your nuts and stretch them and fucking.
Not even.
Bleed out.
Why would you go like that?
It's like a fucking hacksaw.
Are your balls that hairy? Like.
There's like nut blood everywhere.
Alright, I'm ending this fucking conversation.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Alright, it's been good.
Nobody watches far. If you watch this far, leave a fucking comment.
And let us know how you shave your sack.
Yeah, thanks for watching the Weekly Breakdown. Check out some reviews. See you later.